Good. How are you? Yeah, thanks very much. I guess you've been talking to a few people about the.
Oh my God, the phone won't stop ringing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anytime
Interesting.
there's a new model released, I know I'm getting no
Yeah,
rest.
I know. But this model is already behind current data, right? It's saying it may be up to 500. We're already over 500, so.
Yeah, we can look at it that way. I mean, these things are always estimates anyway. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's always a mistake to look at them for precise
Yeah.
forecasts.
Well, I guess what I wanted to look at is, are we in a new wave? Is this the same wave that just kind of is picking up again, or what's going on with this?
Right, that's a good question. And the problem is that it really doesn't matter. This
Mm,
wave thing is all semantics. No one can ever tell when a wave is over until it's well over.
yeah.
And your definition of when a wave is over will vary depending upon your mileage. So to my mind, it looks like it's the same wave because
Mm,
it didn't come down far enough to really have a punctuated ending. But I'm open to being disagreed with. Um,
okay.
yeah, I think that's the idea behind like fear of a fifth wave is um, I thought what people would say is if a fifth wave comes and we say it shouldn't have come, I I thought we were done with this. I thought we sacrificed enough. I thought we learned our lessons. So that's why the wave thing kind of makes sense or is confusing from a policy standpoint. Is why does this keep happening when we keep
Yeah.
making efforts to prevent it from happening? Um,
And those are all pretty valid questions right now. Yeah.
right, and it's happening because people's behavior changes and the circumstances change. So the numbers came down because of vaccination and because of other tools in our chest, like ventilation, having our meetings outdoors, limiting our exposures. But as the cold weather arrives and as capacity limits are removed, and as laxity in following public health guidance mounts, then the numbers go up again. And that's what we're seeing.
Mm,
So it's not surprising, and it's not alarming either. That's the other part of this. There's plenty of space in the hospitals. Um, Now, some people are saying that the rise in hospital usage is in lockstep with the rise in cases. I'm not sure if that's true. But that's what some analyses are
mm,
saying, which
right.
suggests that the higher virulence of Delta variant is accounting for the greater protection of most people due to vaccination. So those who aren't vaccinated are more likely to be hospitalized, and that's sort of eating up the headspace, the buffer that vaccination offered. I don't know if that's
Right.
true, but that's an argument
Mm,
that's being made. But the reason I'm not alarmed is there's a lot of good news. There's a lot of optimism here. Um, Most importantly is we have the awesome power of vaccination, and it works really, really well. And the awesome power of vaccination is leveraged by good policy choices. And those good policy choices include vaccine mandates in key professions and the vaccine passport. Where it kind of falls down is these things have to be enforced, and they're not really that well enforced in many cases. So
yeah.
there's opportunity here to tighten the net, as it were, without having to introduce new legislation. Then we have the additional realization, finally, that COVID is airborne. That means that ventilation enters the conversation. And if we use it to a greater extent than we're doing now, having HEPA filters in schools and things like that, then we can better control this. And we have the incredible news that probably we'll see vaccination for those 5 to 11 soon. So that's going to be a big, pun intended, shot in the arm for our
Mm,
efforts to combat this disease. And there's a tool we have not used to great extent yet, and that is rapid testing. So there's so
yeah.
much we can do without needing to think about restrictions again to control
Okay.
this well.
And one thing Ontario seems to be making clear is that whatever does happen, they're not going back to restrictions province-wide.
Yeah,
If things happen, they'll happen at the local level. Is that
yeah, that's
what
my
you're saying?
understanding, and I think that makes sense to me. I mean, the province-wide things are things like, here are the rules for capacity limits. Here are the rules for vaccine passport usage. Here are the rules for which businesses can operate in which way. But when it comes to stay-at-home orders and things like that, that should be done at a local level.
Okay, all right. So you're not panicking. I mean, I guess one thing this week, it appeared that the province has pushed back vaccine mandate for long-term care workers by a month.
So these are the when I was talking about tightening the net. This is what I'm talking about. We can't be doing things like not allowing healthcare workers or not compelling healthcare workers to be vaccinated. We can't be doing things like adding arbitrary calendar dates to the expiration of vaccine passport rules. We can't be doing things like not enforcing or not giving businesses the tools and resources to enforce mask mandates. So we have these things on the books. Use them, or else we'll be in a situation where there'll be a call for restrictions. So the devil's in the details. We have good policies, good tools, we have good knowledge. We've got to use them well.
Okay, all right. That's very succinct. That's great. Okay. I appreciate it today. Very what? We'll
No problem.
talk again.
Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.